He was just a kid with a dream too big for his world, an orphan who swore he'd be one of the greatest basketball players alive. But reality didn't care. Years later, he's stuck working in a candy store by day, dragging through school by night, while everyone else moves on. Still, he doesn't quit. Every night, he hits the court alone, chasing a dream no one else believes in. Until one random moment changes everything. A scout spots him. And suddenly, he's thrown into a brutal underground tryout, no teams, no rules, just raw talent and survival. It's the summer of 2024, West Coast. The overtime elite tryouts are in full swing and the court is chaos. 9 players clawing over one ball, pushing, shoving, scraping for a shot at greatness. In the VIP section, rich investors watch, trying to spot the next star. One of them scoffs at the mess, but a scout named Gray pushes back, telling him this isn't just basketball. It's war. And out of war, legends rise. He tells the investor, if you want to build the future, you've got to burn down the past. Forget structure, greatness is born in chaos. Suddenly, one guy breaks free, blazing past everyone. But then someone new steps in. Calm. Still. Waiting. The fast one charges straight at him, but the quiet guy strips the ball without effort. Then he's gone, lightning fast, slicing through defenders like they're standing still. In the VIP box, tension rises. Gray smirks. That's the one. The kind of player who doesn't follow rules, he rewrites them. Back on the street, a young man named Omari watches an old game on TV. Once he swore he'd be the one up there. But now he's just another cashier in a rundown candy shop. One kid tries to steal a chocolate bar, and Omari stops him, not with grace, but with heat. Life's beaten him down, and it shows. He mutters bitterly about the lies grown-ups feed kids. Dream big, they said. Sure. His boss, thankful for the assist, pays him early. Omari walks out, paycheck in hand, eyes tired, hope thinning. He tosses the envelope, empty now, into a trash can. Another reminder of how life pulls you in every direction but forward. On the way home, he stops by a street court and watches kids go at it. Something about the game holds him. For a moment, he sees himself again, the kid who used to believe. Then he shakes it off and walks away. At home, he drops his bag, grabs his ball, and calls out to his aunt. He's not done yet. Not tonight. A smirk twisted across the man's face as he cracked open the briefcase. And just like that, $10,000 lit up the court like it had its own spotlight. The cash shimmered in front of the boy's eyes, blinding him for a second. He stumbled back, overwhelmed. That kind of money, it could fix a lot at home. Rent, food, maybe even some peace. But he couldn't help wondering, who was this guy? Just flashing 10 grand like it was nothing? The man made the offer simple. Score on him and it's all yours. That challenge hit the boy right in the pride. He grinned, cocky and confident, and reminded the man that this wasn't his idea, so he better not cry when he loses his money. The man didn't flinch, just smiled and called him a brat. The boy chuckled, eyes glowing with mischief. Let's play, he said, and just like that, under midnight skies, the game began on a quiet Brooklyn court. Ball in hand, the boy dribbled confidently. But the man didn't move. Not even a twitch. Was this guy for real? He pressed forward anyway, figuring if the man wanted to lose, fine, he needed the money more. He darted right, crossed left, slipped past the man, and shouted with joy. It was his. He sprinted for the hoop, leapt for a clean dunk. Wham! The man appeared out of nowhere and swatted the ball against the backboard. The sound echoed. The boy hit the ground in shock. The man smirked and muttered something weird about him talking to ghosts. Sarcasm with a sting. Stunned, the boy watched the man casually stroll to the other end, bouncing the ball like nothing happened. How did he even move that fast? The boy had already passed him. He saw it. Right? Watch closely, the man said, then launched into a blur of motion. The boy barely had time to react before they were side by side again. He managed to block the lane this time, barely, and for a second it felt like he might actually keep up. But the man slid the ball behind his back, glided around, and whispered, not good enough. And then slam. The shot hit so hard it rattled the rim. The boy stood frozen, defeated. The man landed, cool and collected, and actually gave him props, complimented his earlier move, broke down his choices, and made it clear he had picked the wrong one. Then came the twist. The man tossed the ball back, up the stakes, $220,000 this time. Just for one score. The boy flared. You mocking me? But the man just smirked. What happened to easy money? It hit hard. The boy realized something. This wasn't about skill alone. This man played like no one else, full of traps, subtle moves, mental bait. It wasn't just a game, it was a test. Still, he looked at the ball again and imagined his aunt's face. She could quit working double shifts. They'd have breathing room. And just maybe, playing against someone like this meant something. A real chance to prove himself. That fire sparked in his chest again. A slow, dangerous grin spread across his face. The man yawned, unimpressed. You done stalling? Let's finish this, the boy growled and shot forward like a bullet. The man saw the shift faster than before and immediately began calculating. Should he block? Chase? Stand his ground? He chose the wall. Standing firm, he dared the boy to break through. And this time, the boy hesitated. Everything about the last play wouldn't work here. Going left or right would land him right in the man's grip. Slowing down would give him the time to block. His mind raced. His heart pounded. And then he saw it. The only way to beat a guy like this was to do something he'd never expect from someone like him. He said it like it was the ultimate secret weapon, get in early on rising talent before the world catches on and cash in when they hit the big leagues. That's the whole game behind this silver ticket. And for the elite in the basketball world, it's not just strategy, it's survival. Then came the bombshell Overtime Elite Academy. Not just a school. A full-blown, high-tech basketball boot camp built to shape future legends. Everything's earned there: better gear, advanced tech, even your own bed. You perform, you rise. You slack? You're out. Simple as that. Gray, still calm and smug, looks him dead in the eye and asks if this ticket sounds tempting. Omari's face flushes, he's overwhelmed. This sounds more like a conspiracy than a basketball program. A secretive academy backed by billionaires? Sounds like the Illuminati with sneakers. Gray laughs it off. Says sure, it does sound nuts. But that doesn't make it false. He offers him the choice again. 20 grand, no strings. Or the ticket, and everything that might come with it. Omari hesitates. The money feels safe, but the dream? That's been burning in him since he could dribble. So he asks the real question, what's the catch? Gray lays it out. This academy isn't a guarantee. It's a battlefield, hidden tryouts across the globe, brutal elimination rounds, and only 9 make it in from each session. One mistake, and the doors to pro basketball slam shut forever. Omari starts sweating. These tryout players? They're probably beasts. He knows he'll be walking into a fight, but he's waited his whole life for this chance. Gray watches him wrestle with the decision and finally pushes him with one last truth. If you really believe you're made for this, then why hesitate? That hits him hard. Because deep down, not taking the ticket might mean he never believed in himself to begin with. Later that night, he sneaks into the house, briefcase in hand. No ticket in sight. It looks like he took the cash. But when he opens it quietly, the silver ticket is still inside. He chose his dream. Meanwhile, Gray's back with his scouting team. They're grilling him. Did he meet his quota? Is he serious about offering that kind of cash to a high schooler? They doubt him hard. Remind him none of his past picks made it through. But Gray? Cool as ever. Adjusts his glasses and smirks. He's confident this time. Says he's found a wild card, exactly what they needed. A week later, Omari walks to a dead-end alley holding the ticket tight. The place looks empty. Sketchy even. But as he holds the ticket up, something strange happens. His ID is scanned through the wall. Then the bricks part like a curtain and a hidden door opens to a whole new world. Welcome to the next generation of basketball. The room was silent except for the cold voice echoing off the walls. He was warned, speak a word about what he saw and he'd vanish from every pro basketball radar forever. Just like in those secret agent movies, but this wasn't fiction. Another kid was dragged away, crying, and it was clear this place didn't do second chances. Dribble, always grinning like some cheerful executioner, dropped the next bomb. If he lost this one shot, no recruiter in the world would touch him again. He'd be labeled a loser permanently. The weight of it hit hard. Omari's hands trembled as he held the ball. For a second, you could see it, doubt creeping in. But then he masked it. He was already here, no turning back. He clenched the ball tighter and stepped up to shoot. Out of nowhere, lightning cracked. Perfect timing, right? Omari shot. Then another. Minutes blurred. 10 felt like 2. But those missed shots? They stacked up. His accuracy slipped to 72%, then 59%. His stomach twisted. He hadn't done drills like this in forever. But oddly, fear didn't rule him, excitement did. He felt alive. His heart raced, his eyes locked in, ball after ball. Slowly, his stats climbed, 60, 62. He grinned. The thrill of risk? It was his thing. 10 minutes in, done. He collapsed, drenched in sweat. The numbers popped up, 181 attempts. 122 made. He passed. Barely. One shot less and it was lights out. 92 out of 300 were already gone. Dribble didn't even blink, said that was just the warm-up. Seriously? Next came a full hour of dribbling. Some guy collapsed with 3 minutes left. Omari, still standing. Then a brutal obstacle course. Then strength tests, 100 push-ups and sit-ups. People were dropping, but he pushed through. Barely able to walk, he stumbled out, gasping, only to hear, "Time for the last pretest." Wait, this wasn't even the tryouts yet? The final surprise? A hologram, a perfect data-made replica of himself. Same stats. Same moves. Only difference? It didn't get tired. Ever. A best-of-3 match. One-on-one. Him versus his better self. He smirked, eyeing his double. This was twisted and exactly his kind of thrill. But back home, trouble brewed. His aunt showed up at his work and found his coworker, Stan, filling in. When she asked about Omari, Stan snapped, said Omari called in sick. That lie didn't land well. Her expression twisted. She wasn't buying it. And when she found him, he'd regret ever picking up that phone. Meanwhile, on the court, the real match had started. Omari's clone wasn't holding back. Fast. Sharp. Ruthless. Dribble watched closely. Omari's mind raced, this thing didn't even sweat. It had every detail of his game minus the human weakness. If it came down to stamina, he was toast. They say pressure brings out the real ones and the fakes crumble fast. That's exactly what Omari steps into. Just as he's slipping into the sleek new overtime elite jersey, he's told that Phase 2 is about to kick off and it's brutal. From 300 hungry players, only 9 will survive. The rules are simple, it's player versus player, every man for himself. Omari doesn't flinch. This kind of chaos? He lives for it. But when he walks into the locker room, he feels it immediately, the tension. All eyes on him. No words. Just cold, sharp stares. Not teammates. Not even rivals. Predators. He notices everyone already wearing their gear, including upgraded high-tech lenses. Then comes the announcement. Congrats, you've passed the first phase, but now it's game time. Omari checks his locker. Lenses? Check. Jersey? Nowhere. Panic hits. He's not just underdressed, he's about to get disqualified before he even steps on the court. He shouts, desperate for help. But no one budges. Why would they? To them, he's just competition. Then, quietly, one guy steps up. Tien. Soft-spoken. Kind. He holds out Omari's missing jersey, number 300. Says he found it by accident. Omari lights up, thanks him like he just saved his life. But kindness has a price. A towering beast named Oscar slams a hand on Tien's shoulder. Reminds him, this isn't friendship, it's war. Only 9 can move on. Helping others? That's weakness. Tien panics, stutters out an excuse. But before Oscar can humiliate him further, Omari steps in, fiery, protective, ready to throw down. He slams Oscar back, placing himself between the bully and his quiet new friend. Oscar leans in, cocky and smug, and mocks him for being late in Phase 1. Says the only reason he's still here is because Overtime Elite clearly lowered their standards. He laughs as he walks off, confident this ends with him crushing them both on the court. Omari helps Tien up. The moment lingers, it's not just about basketball anymore. It's about survival. Tien apologizes, but Omari waves it off. You helped me. That's what matters. They trade names, shake hands. It's the start of something, maybe not a team, but something real. Before heading out, Omari pulls Tien aside. He tells him straight, I don't care if he's your teammate back home. Don't let anyone treat you like that again. Tien stays quiet, ashamed, still under Oscar's shadow. Then Dribble shows up, all hype and flash, announcing the next phase is kicking off. Omari nudges Tien. Time to shut him up on the court. Tien forces a smile, not totally convinced. Omari taps him on the back. Come on, man. Get some fire in you. They walk through the glowing arena doors, not into the afterlife, but into something just as intense. What waits for them is called Dribble Knockouts, and it's vicious. Only 136 remain now. The rules? Keep dribbling at all times. Travel, double dribble, lose the ball, you're out. No excuses. No mercy. And a crowd of fans ready to watch who rises and who crashes. From the moment he touched the ball, the room shifted. He faced his rival head-on, declaring it was over. But when he tried to knock the ball out of the guy's grip, nothing. Not even a twitch. The tension tightened. Even Oscar raised an eyebrow. But the calm didn't last. In a blink, the opponent spun behind him and cleanly knocked the ball from his hands. Omari watched with interest. This wasn't just a game. It was survival. He noted the skill and the cold pressure in the air. But then Oscar struck. He crept up behind Tien, silent, towering. Tien turned and panic flashed in his eyes just before Oscar swept his leg out. Crash. Tien hit the floor hard. Oscar towered over him, grinning. "You thought you belonged here?" he mocked. The words hit harder than the fall. Then elimination. Just like that, Tien's ball vanished. Oscar didn't stop. "You'll never make it to the pros," he jeered. "Dream's over." The cruelty was sharp, intentional. Omari couldn't take it. He snapped at Oscar, calling out the cheap shot. But Oscar just smiled wider. "Shame? Please. I like crushing dreams." Tien knelt, stunned. Dribble stepped in. Rules are rules. He told Tien he was out. No emotion, just procedure. As Tien walked off the court, Omari's stomach twisted. Another one gone. Oscar turned on him next. "You gonna cry too?" He smirked, reaching for Omari's ball. But Omari moved fast. Like lightning, he switched the ball behind his back, just in time. Oscar missed. His hands hit air. He stared, confused. What just happened? Omari struck back, but clean. Dodged again. Oscar stepped back, uneasy. This wasn't a fluke. That ball control? It was real. Omari bounced around the court like a shadow, weaving through chaos, dodging, dancing. More players fell. Devin, Ken, and Ray were topping the board. And Omari? He wasn't even close yet. Just surviving wouldn't be enough. He had to earn his place. He launched himself at the nearest guy, knocked his ball away, clean shot with his foot. The guy froze, stunned. He didn't see it coming. Dribble ruled, eliminated. Complaints didn't matter. No time to celebrate. Omari sprinted. Behind him, Oscar and his squad were closing in. "Get him." Oscar barked. Omari didn't flinch. They may shoot better, he thought, but this court? This is mine. He darted across the court, slicing through players like wind through trees. One by one, he knocked their balls away. His grin, wild, determined, never left his face. The crowd felt it. Even GR, watching from above, just smirked. This was the moment he had waited for. He always knew this was Omari's stage. Omari's lungs burned, but he kept moving. He had given up everything for this. He wasn't about to throw it away. 5 knockouts in seconds. Then danger. He skidded near the boundary line, breath heavy. Behind the line, desperate players reached out, trying to tag him, trying to take his ball, and with it, his points. He backed off, heart racing. If they got his ball now, it was over. He checked the timer. Almost done. Just a few more seconds. But Oscar wasn't done either. He stepped behind Omari again, chest heaving from the chase. "Nowhere to run now," he taunted. And this time, he wasn't alone. Jaden cuts right to the chase. Why is Omari teaming up with Tien, especially after Tien's clear elimination in the last round? Tien's smile tightens, sweat beads form, but Jaden's not done. He points out the obvious. Tien can't survive alone in this cutthroat game. He even mocks Tien's height as a weakness. The atmosphere shifts. Tien's grin fades, replaced by sour frustration. Then Omari steps in, calm but firm. He's learned the hard truth. This game isn't just about solo skill, it's about teamwork. He recalls Tien saving him during the second round, a critical move that kept Omari alive. More than that, Tien's grip and resilience turned the tables on their opponent. Without Tien, Omari admits he'd be out. The shock hits Jaden hard, leaving him speechless. Omari's point is clear. Tien's survival means his survival, and they come as a package deal. Jaden weighs his options. No one else wants him. His past plays didn't impress. He wants a chance to shine. But Omari seems to understand his potential better than anyone else. Suddenly, Dribble interrupts, reminding them the clock's ticking. Teams are already registered. No more waiting. Reluctantly, Jaden agrees to join the team. As long as they get the ball to him, he'll carry them. Omari erupts in excitement. Tien exhales relief. The arena transforms. A holographic crowd roaring like pros. Dribble hypes the final round 3-on-3 with brutal new rules. Only 10 seconds to shoot the ball, and three-pointers score 10 points instead of 3. 3 teams will emerge victorious, earning a spot at the Elite Academy. Omari explains the new rules. Speed and shooting accuracy are king. Neither he nor Tien are sharpshooters, but Jaden's confident. He'll handle the shots. The opposing team arrives, Team C, the top dogs from the last round. They look relaxed, but their skills promise a brutal fight. Their opponents are named Ray, Luke, and Devin, each with a reputation and swagger. Devin even shakes Omari's hand, showing unexpected sportsmanship. But Jaden cuts through the niceties, reminding Omari it's kill or be killed here. Dreams get crushed fast in this arena. The whistle blows. Devin flips the ball stylishly to Ray, who speeds past Omari with shocking ease. Devin blocks Jaden expertly, letting Ray slip by for a quick shot. Tien tries to stop Ray, but Ray's too slick. Fake left, cut right, and he's gone. Omari chases, trying to block a dunk, but Ray tricks him, tossing the ball back to Devin. Devin slams it home with a fierce dive, shocking everyone. Russell wonders about the harsh words. Tien silently questions the aggressive tone. Jaden grabs the ball, but Ray and Luke swarm him, taunting and threatening. Jaden smirks back, daring them to try. Tien signals open. Jaden moves to pass and then a sharp poke to his leg. Ray steals the ball with ruthless speed. Luke claims possession loudly and throws the game into chaos. Right from the jump, tension's thick. Devin's trying to keep the team focused, telling Luke to chill because his plan is still working. Luke's not buying it. He's furious, pointing out how the other team's been slicing through their defense like it's a joke. He blames Devin for letting Omari run wild. The guys argue, but Ray cuts through the noise, telling everyone to focus or look weak. Devin nods. They're still barely ahead, and that's all that matters. Devin grabs the ball and charges forward, eyes locked on Omari. Their silent showdown's electric. Omari smirks, teasing Devin about a round two. Devin just grins. This time, he's not backing down. They circle, bouncing the ball like predators waiting for the perfect moment. Flashback hits hard. Before the game, Devin tells his crew about Jaden, the shooter who crushed his team last year, the reason they never made it past the East Coast quarterfinals. Luke wonders why Devin never teamed up with Jaden. Devin laughs bitterly. Someone else put Jaden out of commission before revenge could even be served. That shot, that moment of defeat, it still haunts Devin. It fuels him. Now he's dead set on crushing Jaden and rewriting the story. Back to the present. Devin dodges Omari with a slick move, thinking all this guy's got is dribbling, no defense. But then, bam, Tien blocks his path. Devin's stunned. What's the deal with this guy? Tien's short, but there's no opening. Luke calls Devin a Dumbo for stopping, but before he finishes, Omari swoops in, stealing the ball and praising Tien's defense. It's clear Tien was a distraction all along. Omari passes the ball to Jaden, who wastes no time. The hoop's wide open. Luke yells at Jaden, no one's guarding him. But Jaden's focused. He's got a score to settle. The shot flies, and it's beautiful. 10 points on the board because in this game, 3-pointers count big. Jaden's mind flashes to why he came back to basketball after that injury. Simple, love for the game. Despite everything, he won't stop chasing his dream. Meanwhile, the crowd goes wild. Omari jokes with Jaden about passing, but Jaden's all business, calling him out. Luke admits it now, They had to take Jaden out because his shooting range is deadly. Devin moves the ball fast, trying to break through Tien again. He passes behind his back, clever and unexpected. Tien's caught off guard. Luke grabs it, passes back to Devin. Devin pushes toward the hoop but runs into Omari. They trade barbs. Devin's all about the win, reminding Omari he's just collateral damage on Jaden's team. Passing to Ray, Devin keeps the pressure, but Ray's shot bounces off the rim. For seconds left, risky to shoot a 3-pointer now, but that's their only move. Omari praises Jaden's defense, but Devin's right behind, ready to slam dunk. Devin remembers all he sacrificed, losing it all before, feeling the weight of every failure. But this is his moment to win. He jumps, grabs the ball, and smashes it through the hoop. 2 points for his team. Tien falls to the ground in pain, but Omari helps him up. They're just getting started. The game's fast and furious. Tien controls the ball now. Devin mocks him, too new to the game, too eager to smile. Omari's cool, from New York, tough as nails. Devin surprises him with speed, steals the ball, passes to Ray, who nails a 3-pointer. Devin's fire is clear. He's lost once, won't lose again to anyone. The scoreboard ticks up. Team C 22, Team D 14. Flashback. Young Omari, alone on the court, dreaming big, imagining stadium lights, roaring crowds. Reality hits hard when his aunt calls him away to help with groceries. He hesitates, then rushes to her when she suddenly collapses. Hospital room, Omari watches over her. She's pushed too hard. He realizes he has to grow up, take responsibility. Sometimes dreams are just that, dreams. Back to the game, Devin scores again. Team C now 26, Team D stuck at 14. Scouts and executives lean in, sensing the game's about to explode. Gray tenses, can everyone keep up? Omari dribbles again, eyes sharp.